In this video, I'm going to show you how I diagnosed and repaired a wheel grinding issue on this Lawn Boy self-propelled mower. The first thing I noticed was that when I put the height adjuster in any position and locked it down, it put enough horizontal pressure on the back of this plate to force in the front of it just slightly, causing a towing condition. And I realized that by mounting the wheel without the dust cover on the mower. When I turned the wheel by hand, I noticed it skipping on the tip ends of this. So what I did is I grabbed it from the front and slightly moved it away, and then I noticed that both the teeth on the gear and the pinion meshed properly. So I had to get this plate away from the mower just a little bit. And since this was applying the pressure, I went 180 degrees across to get the maximum amount of correction. And I realized if I can move this plate out and put something behind it, like this nut, which fits the thread pattern perfectly. It's probably about 5/16 to 3/8 inch thick. And it looked like when I did it, it moved it out far enough to make the correction. So I flexed out the plate enough to install this nut behind it. I then used a Phillips screwdriver to center it. Then I put the original wheel mounting bolt in the hole and engaged the threads. I turned the nut counterclockwise until it's seated against the back of this plate. I then remove the wheel mounting bolt and the nut stayed pinned exactly over the hole. I then reinstalled the wheel and the dust cover. And that solved my problem. The wheel turns smoothly in both directions, no skipping. And I noticed that when I move the adjuster up and down, you can see the nut that stays right behind the hole. It's only engaging with maybe a thread or so, but it was enough to make it stay in the same position that I put it in. And I'll probably use this 3 or 4 years, no problem. But then I realized that I could probably get another shoulder bolt, which has the same length shoulder, 1 3/4 inches, but more threads. Now I can actually attach the nut to the back of this bolt. And that's what I did. Same thing. Wheel turns smoothly, both directions. I move this up and down, the nut stays attached in any position. And that solved my problem. The cost of a nut and later the cost of that shoulder bolt. Works perfectly. There's no wear at all on either the pinion or the plastic wheel gear. It helped me, and it may or may not help you, but you're willing to give it a try, and best of luck.